welcome to another HopCast.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
First off, I'm Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
And I'm Shannon DeWolfe.
Special guest!
Shannon, a good friend of mine, and has come along. She is more of a wine drinker, but is experimenting with beer. So we thought it'd be nice to have her point of view on some nice IPAs that we have today.
We're converting them.
That's right.
Another one bites the dust.
So first off, we're recording on our new camera here, so we're testing it out. We don't have the sound hooked up, so sorry about that.
But we have some crazy beers here today.
Of course, the HopCast is going IPAs.
Once again, we can't steer away from the IPA because we just love it so much. You just eat those hops up. So, special shout out.
Big shout out.
Is in order for the Pliny the Elder from Russian River.
And the new old Lompoc C-Note from Maggie and Chad.
Shout out! So thank you so much for these beers.
Thank you again.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try this Pliny for a long time.
In case you missed the other Russian River episode, they supplied us with that. So.
They're just too good to us to send them a keychain or something.
Right.
So why don't we just go ahead and dive on into this Pliny?
So we're going to start with the Pliny rather than the C-Note because we think it's a bit more hoppy and we don't want to mess up our palate.
Exactly. So, I mean, both of these are going to be tongue busters, I think, but...
Right, they're both double IPAs.
Uh-huh.
So they're, what's that, 8 and up is a double usually?
Yeah, around that. It's probably, 8 is probably a good marking point.
So this is 8%.
Yes.
So this is probably low on the double.
On the double/imperial IPA. So let's give it a pour, shall we?
So that poured out pretty light.
Yeah, very light.
But cloudy too.
Cloudy, almost like a golden, cloudy pour. Right. Mine's probably a little cloudier than yours. I got the last of the bottle.
All the stuff at the bottom.
I got a little yeast sediment going on in mine.
Nice citrus smell.
Yes.
Clean. Very bright.
The aroma is fantastic.
Smells. I had a Surly Furious earlier today, which we had with the blind pig. I was enjoying myself, so this is a nice treat earlier in the day. And bringing back good memories of the Furious.
Yeah, I mean the aroma is just huge. All the wonderful hop characters in the aroma and
the pininess, citrus.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
I'm not getting so much grapefruit though in the.
No, not really. You get like a sweetness in there.
I think the grapefruit comes from the after.
Oh, you're drinking?
I'm drinking already.
Still enjoy it. We smell it.
We smell. We talk about the smell. And
You talk, I drink.
You're on your own schedule. That's okay though.
Steven did this to us too.
Yeah, he did. But you don't even really have to get your nose in there. It's coming out of the glass.
Mm-hmm.
So without
Right,
further ado,
clean,
let's catch up to Shannon.
Drink.
All right.
Wow.
It's got interesting first taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different than your normal.
It has a nice. It's kind of like a fruity sweetness up front, and then at the finish, it really hits you with bittering hops.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a nice flavor hop. It just has a lot of hops in it. It has a lot of hop aroma, a lot of hop flavor, and a lot of hop bitterness.
Yeah. It kind of hits you in the side of the mouth more than
Mm-hmm.
the full mouth that you usually you get a full mouth from a lot of IPAs, but this is more sides.
Definitely tangy on the sides, and then as you exhale, that's when I think the grapefruit is being really brought out.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious. A lot of I would say complex hop flavors. So I think there's a really neat combination going on with either the hops, the varieties that they used, and also when they used them. So
Right. They never say.
I don't think they
Which
disclose
hop?
which kind of hops.
It's probably a blend.
Mm-hmm.
So
Usually is.
maybe some Willamette. Willamette?
Willamette?
Willamette. Is that how you say it?
Could be some Warrior in there.
Yeah, we should have read this before.
But man, this is just an excellent IPA. If you're like a hop lover and you have any opportunity to get your hands on one of these bottles, by all means do so.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not available.
The beer is a homage to the man who discovered hops and preserves while being a humanitarian. Wow.
Is that who Pliny is?
Yeah, that's who Pliny is.
Okay.
So, Pliny Elder, is currently on Beer Advocate, the number 6 beer in the world. Number 6. Best beer in the world.
Rated number 6.
It's really
In the
good.
world.
It's good.
Pliny the Elder, or no, this is Elder. Younger is number 2. So, that's 11%, so you'd expect a little more flavor.
Mm-hmm. Probably more complexity. But one of these days, hopefully, we'll get a bottle of those.
Maggie?
It's,
Maggie?
we're never satisfied, are we?
It's never enough for you people.
But yeah, unfortunately, you can't get this out here in Chicago. It's a California beer, Russian River. So they don't, I think, typically distribute these very far because they want them to be consumed very, very fresh.
Right. It said on the Blind Pig and this, it's like, do not age, drink right away.
Yeah.
So I got this. It says, this is bottled December 05-08. So a couple months, which probably very good for us.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's a nice fresh bottle. So, man, what an excellent beer. This is going to be a good night.
Right, and we've said before, Russian River, founded in 97 by, what's his name?
Vinny Ceruluzzo or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Good old Vinny.
Vinny!
Vinny, if you want to be on the HopCast, we might be able to squeeze you in.
I suppose if we can pronounce his name, then he might come on.
Vinny!
So why don't we finish these up and take a crack at that C note, eh?
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Gone.
I won't drink so fast next time.
It
Oh,
was.
thanks. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Wait. I was excited.
So we finished that off. We didn't pound
It was no problem.
No, well, no. But we took our time.
We certainly did. We enjoyed it. We certainly took our time, savored the flavors, and damn, it was exquisite.
God damn. We got another bottle, too.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna have to save it for a rainy day.
If you want to come over, let us know. I know who I'm talking to. We watch this shit.
Come on over, Ma! to come to your home and drink some Pliny. But, bam, let's move on to Lompoc.
New old Lompoc. So this could almost be rarer without being as highly rated.
Yeah, it's less sought after.
Right.
But I've never heard of this brewing company before.
Right. So they're out in Portland, Oregon. And I first had them at the Fifth Quadrant. So.
Is there a bar out there? Or?
Yeah, it's a bar, brew pub
Okay.
kind of place. So.
Cool.
And they carry New Old Lompoc.
Well, you say this is...
So I first had this and was like, this could be too hoppy.
Oh.
I could have not been in the mood. I could have been off my game. Ah! Brad and too hoppy.
It's crazy. It's crazy talk. But you said it's 120 plus IBUs.
That's what I thought I read on the little sheet.
Going by memory here from your trip out there.
Yeah, which was like almost a year ago, 8 months now.
Well, let's give it a pour and take it for a spin.
See how happy it is.
See how happy it is.
Alright, so these two pussies rinsed out their glass. Me. I'm having that Pliny the Elder.
The remnants, right?
Give it a little boost.
Well, let's see here.
So this poured out way darker though.
Yes.
Which is, I guess I'm kind of surprised because this comes in at 6.9%.
Did you hear that, Sean?
So it's, I would think it'd be a little lighter.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to relate to the other.
It's the roasting.
It's just
malts roasting.
depends on how the malts are roasted. So doesn't necessarily have to do with each
The
other.
style. Right.
Yeah, but it looks like a nice, maybe slightly dark for an IPA.
Coming more on like a rye side.
Yeah,
right?
I can see that. It's like a roasty brown.
Right. Not nearly as cloudy. Right?
No, it's fairly clear.
And a much like puffier, fluffy head.
I didn't get much on mine, but
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
We had some.
No.
It's been done.
The aroma is not as strong as the Pliny, but I don't know what really could be.
Right.
There's actually quite a bit of malt going on, I think.
Right. Could be the color. Right. The malt.
Some of those specialty grains. I don't know.
Should we jump on in?
Sure. Let's dive.
It's not as hoppy.
I don't think it's too hoppy.
Well,
I think you're off your rocker, Brad.
maybe I had a special C note. That's what I'm saying. It was
Speaking
like-
of pussies.
Should have never said anything. It's kind of weird for a double or an imperial IPA, right?
I think it's pretty balanced
Yeah.
for being an imperial IPA. It certainly does have quite a bit of hops in it, but it has a nice malt background as well to balance it out.
But at 6.9, would you say this is a double?
I don't know about that. No. I mean, maybe they're just going straight on like the amount of hops that they're using as opposed to like, the fermentable sugars and the malt to bring it up to a higher alcohol level. But usually I tend to associate the imperial IPAs as being a little bit higher in alcohol. But this certainly does have quite a bit of hops in it. It really hits you in the finish.
Right. I'm wishing we would have switched these then.
Well, you built it up the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about this, guys.
No harm lost. And it's a good beer.
It's good,
Yeah, smooth and clean. It's got a deep, some kick afterwards. A deep flavor afterwards.
Definitely has a
nice
kick.
long finish. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little more grapefruity over the citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely deeper. Not as acidic tasting. Darker in flavor. Definitely heavy. A little heavier flavor.
Yeah, the Pliny was pretty light. So this definitely has like maybe more of a stronger mouthfeel.
It kind of dry in the mouth too, right?
Yeah, and almost like a caramel finish, like right at the end.
Mm-hmm. I mean the
Sugary.
bittering hops are in abundance. There's quite a bit when you finish it out. So I think that really cleans out the whole beer because it is kind of it's pretty balanced. There's quite a bit of malt in there for the style, and you get the malt sweetness up front, and then the bittering hops just come and wash it all away.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about what to pair with IPAs. We don't do this enough on the HopCast. What we should pair. People remind us, and we're like, whatever. We're just drinking beer.
We're not eating food. We're drinking beer.
But IPAs are really good with like pizza or wings.
Yeah, we thought like spicy foods because I think the spicy character of the hops mix well with hotter foods, perhaps like a jambalaya or something Cajun, something like that.
Definitely.
It's just a nice, clean, refreshing beer. You were saying you could drink it in the summer.
Yeah. The first beer definitely great. Summer beer, afternoon beer, when you're not going too heavy.
What beer isn't it?
Anytime beer.
Exactly. Anytime.
Wake up.
Yeah, definitely. This one's a little more savory, a little heavier. I would definitely say, nice butter sauce, anything that you're doing, some meat, red
Butter
meat.
sauce?
Yeah,
Butter sauce?
I know. You
That's a
add a
little-
woman to the
That's a little sophisticated.
Okay, wino.
again. Yeah, definitely. Nice Laredo steak, a little cactus butter, and this
You
beer.
make butter out of cactus?
Butter
Making me
goes,
hungry.
butter goes with everything, right? And
Much like bacon.
butter and beer, and bacon, I think again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a nice little BLT.
You
beers.
hearing this, Jess?
Yeah.
All this
BLT
cooking.
would be great.
A great BLT. Mm-hmm. Some
BLT
Cajun
and
fries.
and
absolutely.
Speaking of
IPA?
BLTs, let me tell you about this BLT I had. They put egg on the BLT.
Whoa,
What?
Where were you, Kumas?
I
BLTE.
don't know that cool. Fuck that. I'm done with
Oh,
cool.
they can call it the belt.
That's a good call. But why wouldn't you put egg on a BLT? You got bacon, egg. When does an egg go good with bacon?
I can't really answer that. You're absolutely right.
Who took the egg away from the BLT?
Is that how it originated?
It's
It
the
always had
lettuce.
the egg, and then
Yeah,
some
someone-
asshole came along and.
It's the lettuce. So like eggs and lettuce.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
They went cheap. They're like, we can't get eggs. We'll just have bacon, lettuce, and tomato. You throw the egg on
We
there,
just
you
killed
got a
the pig.
sandwich.
We can't kill the chicken too. All right.
But that was to wrap it all up here. Fantastic trip out to Oregon. Thanks again for the beers.
Thank you, Maggie and Chad.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoyed the beers from the HopCast. Besides that smoke. Sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, he accidentally sent you what one of our friends had referred to as the worst beer he ever had in his life. So Brad apologizes. I apologize.
That's not what the HopCast usually does.
No.
It's a housewarming gift for somebody you're not too fond of.
Exactly. Here, drink some smoke.
Now you know, bring the smoke when you don't like them.
Sorry, O'Fallons.
Oh, yeah. Someone makes that, that's right.
Someone makes it, yes. But we had a wonderful time drinking some Imperial IPAs today with you. Encourage you to do whatever you can to come out and try these beers. They're going to be kind of tough to come by if you're living where we are in the Midwest, but
If you're in Oregon or Portland, nonetheless.
pick it up.
You're living the dream.
Exactly.
From all of us here on the HopCast.
Thank you.